Hey guys, welcome to another edition of the chat room. Today we have three geniuses on the couch. We have James Noblo, we have Oran O'Donoghue, and we have Harry Noblo. Hello boys.
Hi.
Ye are here because you're being celebrated at the moment.
Oh yeah, go on.
Love that. Ye won the best overall group.
Yeah.
Am I right in saying that?
Right.
At the BT Young Scientist Awards last week. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Massive achievement.
Thank you.
Yeah,
First time the same has ever done it?
I think so.
Yeah.
As far as I know, anyway.
Well, you're going to tell me.
We're going to claim that.
Yeah.
We're going to take it. Yeah.
Everyone else is trailblazing.
Ye did one project
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
conformity.
Yeah, it was an investigation into conformity and how minorities influence it.
Okay, and ye won. Ye actually got two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got the
we did.
best social and behavioural science project for the RTE award.
And what'd you get out of that?
We get a day shadowing a DJ in RTE.
Nice.
DJ of our choice though.
Yeah.
Is it a DJ of your choice?
I don't think we get to choose. I think
We haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just keep telling ourselves that anyway.
Just waiting for the RT correspondent to get back to us as well.
But the big one
Yeah.
was the best group project,
Yeah.
that
which
was
is
massive.
that's like the second.
Yeah, it's overall runner up then.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because the winner was an individual.
Okay. So tell me about it.
Yeah, so the whole idea for the project came from when the three of us were on a flight. There was a Ryanair plane, and the plane lands and they play that music and they're on time Ryanair flight.
And everyone
The
clapped.
trumpet.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was one person
That was
started
it.
clapping and then everybody started clapping. So it really perplexed us how one person could change the group dynamics from everybody sitting there like as an individual into everybody clapping in concert and that. So we started looking into like social psychology, behavioural sciences and that, into like minority and majority influence. We found there wasn't a lot of information there. So we decided that we were going to do a project for Young Scientists on it, and we were going to make our own experiment. So we designed our own experiment where we'd get 6 people into a room. We tell them we're doing a project for Young Scientists on memory retention. So they're going to show you a 2-minute long video made up of a series of random images, and at the end of it they'll be given a test on the images. So like a woman with a hat, a car, shop front, and they'd be trying to remember the video. But one of the 6 was actually a plant. And so, like during
What
the
you mean a
video,
plant?
a Confederate, we'd put them in there. And
Oh,
they'd
right,
have
okay.
an actor, yeah.
That's sneaky, boys.
Yeah.
They were totally.
We'd always
ambiguous.
told them they were doing a memory test, but there are a few people who were getting competitive for that.
Yeah, we were. And then so during the video, the plant would start laughing at different stages. So that was to measure unconscious conformity because you can laugh alongside other people really easily. Then at the end of the video, the plant would start clapping. That's to see because that's like conscious and unconscious at the same time. And then we'd hand out the test and we'd say you can't open this until we give you permission. And we'd hand them all out folded so they couldn't see the questions. We'd leave the room to get a pencil and fill it out. That was actually just a ploy. So while we were out of the room, the plant opens their test and tries to get everybody else to open their test. That's like conscious conformity, because like you don't accidentally open it. So we got an average rate of conformity of about 40%.
Wow.
Then when it came to like men and women, there was like 1% difference. Most people wouldn't be honest about it. They try lying about conforming and that. And in the school cycle, there was a notable difference.
Yeah, so amongst the junior cycle students, we found that they conformed at an average rate of 55%, which is darkly contrasted to the senior cycle, which was 25%.
Okay.
But when we looked at the experiment, when we put a 5th-year Confederate or 5th-year plant with the first-year test subjects, it rose to 67%.
Wow.
And then when we put a first-year Confederate with first-year subjects, it fell to 43%.
Okay.
So it highlighted the idea that like these first years who were only in the school a couple of months had just assumed that this 5th year was obviously correct in what he was doing and they should follow.
It was like he's socially superior
Yeah.
in the social order. 5th year's above the first year and that.
Yeah. So they just presumed that he was doing the right thing, I suppose.
Those poor first years. What were you putting them through?
Guinea pigs, yeah.
That's fantastic. And then did you find other?
Yeah. Well, we got like a rate of conformity of 40% from that, and like we were really happy with that. But on its own, it looked a bit, out there you could say it was an outlier, like once off. So then we wanted to get another experiment.
Yeah. So to help legitimise any findings, we decided that we'd compare with another outstanding social psychology experiment. And in the area of conformity, the main one that kept coming up when we were looking into it was Solomon Ash's Ash experiment. So basically with that is you'd walk into a room and there'd be a line of people and you sit down at the end of the line. And you'd be shown a single black line of a given length, it was unmarked, and then that'd be taken away and you'd be shown 3 other black lines, each of different length, labelled A, B and C, and one of them matches the original. And you'd be asked to call out which one matched the original, and each person would call out one by one, and it got to you and you call out your answer, and it was quite simple. But what you didn't realise is that the people in front of you were actually all actors put in there by the experimenter. So for some sets of lines, he got these actors to call out a false answer, and he recorded and measured the rate of conformity to that false answer. So how often the participant copied that false answer. And what we decided to do is we turned on its head. So we were looking at it from minority influence, so how one person in a minority affects the wider group. So we just had one confederate, one plant, one actor at the beginning, and then we had 5 participants. So the first person called out their answer, and then the rest followed one by one. And we didn't expect a high rate of conformity to that, because we thought people would disregard a false answer given by... we thought people would disregard that false answer as an error of perception, you know, or something along those lines. But what we actually got was a rate of conformity to that false answer of 34.5%, which for one person giving a wrong answer in something which is blatantly, wrong.
Yeah.
This is, it seemed way too high. So we started looking at positioning along the line, and we started looking at the second, third, and fourth and fifth participants. And 65% of the time that one of those participants conformed, it was after the first participant had already conformed. And what this showed is it shows the snowballing nature of conformity, is in after the first participant conforms to the false answer, for the second participant, it's quite hard for them to oppose 2 already, answers. And for the last person, to oppose what the group is, it becomes increasingly difficult. This really reassured us because it showed us, more about a finding that helped to, legitimize and for relevance, really. Yeah.
Wow. Very interesting stuff, lads. And you just came up with it because you landed on a Ryanair flight and everyone started clapping.
Yeah,
It was inspiration, yeah.
Okay.
Lads, thank you so much for coming in and chatting to us. And absolutely massive congratulations once again on a fantastic achievement.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Nice.
Thanks.
Thanks.